This Yahoo was sent in by Steven Schaus. Thanks, Steven. It's by Yahoo Answers user Lauren Dwan, who asks, what's the cheapest horse? And then additional info, I want a horse.
You want to go with the cheapest horse?
Guys, what's the cheapest horse?
The problem is you get what you pay for. You go with those cut rate, thrift store horses. It's only going to last you like 2 or 3 years before the knees and elbows start to wear out.
You get a Shetland, it's only going to put you back a couple grand, but you're not going to feel the fucking wind in your hair that you would get from a premium horse.
Mm-hmm.
It's just I think when you buy a horse, it's sort of like it's sort of like buying a car, maybe. So you could buy a shitty car, sure. You're going to pay a shit ton in terms of upkeep and insurance. I imagine horse fees are astronomical. And that's why nobody fucking
Griffin,
has
let
them.
me throw out the differences when you buy a shitty, cheap car. You don't have to feel any kind of emotions as it falls apart. As opposed to buying a shitty living being and then going, I don't feel like feeding it.
I've done a little research.
Okay.
Here's the thing. They're free horses.
What the fuck? What the fuck? What?
I'm looking right now. I'm looking at equine.com, okay? And I'm looking at free horses. This is a section that is just free horses to a good home.
Okay, can I just
That's
say,
it.
then fuck all that other shit I just said? Because then you can just get a burner. You know what I mean? I want to ride
an untraceable horse.
I want to ride a horse. I don't know if I'm going to be able to pay $300 a month to just fucking stable this bad boy. I'm going to get a burner, take him out for the weekend, and come on, come this way. Bye. That horse will outrun you. Good luck getting away from that horse, but you can just leave him in a field somewhere, and then he'll, horses lived for a long time before we gave them oats and shelter and shit. They're very resourceful. They're resourceful.
They're going to be fine.
They're going to be just fine. Get yourself a burner or a few burners.
I'm looking at one listing that caught my eye. This is Smokey. She's a sweet senior pony looking for a retirement home. And you know what? I appreciate the coded language, but I know what you're saying here, and it's that you don't want to deal with her death.
Can you even...
You want me to be the one who's carrying that emotional burden. No, thank you.
Can you have a senior pony? Isn't a pony a young horse?
Well, No, we've been blasted for that before.
Yeah.
A pony is a completely different thing.
Did we get...
A Shetland pony is not a tiny horse.
I mean, it is a tiny horse.
It is a tiny horse, but it will not
literally.
eventually become a horse. Just add water. Do not feed after midnight.
Hold on. Have I been getting this wrong for a quarter of a century? Have I really been getting this wrong? I thought it was when you call a goat a kid when it's a baby, or
it's a foal.
And a
foal is a.
And then a kangaroo has a joey, right?
Uh-huh.
And then there's a murder,
Joey Lawrence.
a murder of crows. If it's a bunch of baby crows, a pony is not a baby horse. Are you fucking kidding me?
No, this is the. Sorry, this is the way it is.
I need to stop belaboring this. I need to just play it off I gotcha, guys. Goofs. Good jokes. This is my character I do on the show is a guy who doesn't know just basic, simple, first grade shit. So.
I'm sorry. I'm still trying to compartmentalize the knowledge that I could just have
Just go get a horse, sure.
Just go pick up a horse that lives at my house.
Yeah.
What defines a good home in that respect? Because I would love the horse.
Yeah, sure.
And it would stand in my tiny backyard and my dog would probably bark at it. Does that work?
You would be the Fagin of horses in that you wouldn't be able to take especially good care of the horse, but you would create a loving environment and atmosphere. Also, you would teach the horse to steal.
Probably a good way of doing this is to go to someone's home when they're not there and then damage all their belongings and then put their horse into the house. And then when they show up, they're like, what happened?
I gotta get rid of this horse.
And then you show up 15 minutes later I heard you're having some horse problems.
And then you're a real flamster.
I came from the city. I work for horse control. It's a huge...
We got trouble right here in River City with a capital H. and that stands for horse.
Doesn't rhyme with anything, though.
We got a call from a horse who said he said, and this is a direct quote from your horse, he's going to jack up your shit.
And then also he finished the fried chicken you had in your
And he just,
refrigerator.
Go check. I bet it's all gone. He ate all of it.
He sounded drunk.
God, what if a horse got a taste for chicken? You can't have
No
that.
chicken would be safe.
No chicken's safe. The horses are so fast.
And quite large. Much larger than several chickens.
Stop trying to ruin horses for me. Let's do another question.
Travis, there are so many in Cincinnati. You could just have one. Just have a horse.
I'll take it.
I'll take it. It's free.
Are they all old ass fucking...
Do not look in its fucking mouth.
Are they...
I have to assume if they're not old, they're crazy. Like they are ready to bite and down to kill.
Which is what I am looking for in an equine companion.
Oh, Travis, that would be a
Right.
nice business, though. You get a young horse that's a kind of a dick. You break him, you bridle him, and you resell him for a profit.
Doesn't sound like any work at all. Sounds like I'd make money hand over fist.
Now, when you worked at PetSmart, did you learn how to break and bridle a horse?
Of course I did, Griffin. My education was 3 days long and all encompassing.
For all animals under the sun, under God's domain. What you got?
The weirdest day was when we learned how to foster baby turtles.
Yeah, when you birthed,
That was one full day.
then you birthed that Komodo dragon. That was a life-changing experience.
And it imprinted on me. That's why you always see me with that Komodo dragon all the time,
Yeah.
you guys.